Hi everyone, welcome to week 1 in human biology. I'm Brenda Gustin, your instructor. Each week I will create an introduction video, and in those videos I kind of tell you what's going on in the week, some things to look out for. I might remind you of tests or different activities. I might comment on things from the previous week. So please watch the lecture videos. They tend to be relatively important and not very long. The one this week might be a little bit longer than usual because everything's new and I'm trying to coach you through it. So once you watch your video, remember that you'll have a little box right here. Mine's filled in already, but you'll have a little box there and you can click it and check it off so you can keep track of what you've completed. This one says external learning tool, and remember anything that says external learning tool is going to bring you to the McGraw-Hill Connect site. And on that site, you'll be able to find the assignment that says Week 1, Introduction to Connect, and you're going to click on that. And this is just a little tutorial that's worth 2 points, and completion of that's worth 2 points, and just shows you a little bit about how to use McGraw-Hill Connect. Every week, we'll have a lecture study guide, and I put this in here as a Word document. And what I recommend is that you print the document and save it in a 3-ring binder. Now you can take that document and just print it right out, put it in your binder. Your goal is to complete all the learning outcomes that are listed on that. And you might want to do that in a few different ways. You could take the Word document and put spaces between the sections, and you can handwrite your answers on the sheet. You could type it in as a document and then print it out. But whatever you do, I recommend having a hard copy in a notebook that you could then use to study. This is going to be your study guide that you'll use to study for exams. So to complete those lecture study guides, what I have is I'll post lecture videos, and a lot of times they're in these little modules like this, kind of called a submodule, and you can click on here and it opens it and closes it. So for this week, I have 2 different lecture videos. I try to keep the lecture videos 20 minutes or less and divide them up in sections that you'll see on the lecture study guide. So when you watch this lecture video, it will cover these 2 sections, and you'll be able to fill in your lecture study guide. You don't have to watch the videos. You might want to just use the ebook. And usually the answers, or most of the answers, you'll find in the ebook. So you can use the lecture study guides, the ebook, or a combination of the 2 to complete, use the lecture videos, the ebook, to complete the lecture study guide. I'm going to close that back up. So here I'm in week 2, number 1, lecture assignment. And again, this is external learning tool, so this brings you to the McGraw-Hill Connect site. When you go to this site, you'll see an option to click on this assignment, and every week we'll have a lecture assignment that is that adaptive learning format. And in here I explain it to you what that means. So what you can do is on this site you'll find the ebook, and you'll find the lecture assignment. If you click on the lecture assignment, you can start answering questions. It will say answer questions, and you can start doing the lecture assignment, or you can do reading that relates to those questions. So the reading that you do at this site is what you can use to fill in your lecture study guides in conjunction with the lecture videos. Read this information here to give you an explanation of how those lecture assignments work. But the bottom line is once you've completed those lecture assignments, just completion gives you 100%. The lecture assignments are not timed, but they are due by the end of the week. So here I always put the due date. Remember, it's always going to be 11:59 p.m. on a Sunday at the end of the week. And so you can even start the assignment and stop it, and Connect will just keep your information there that you've completed, and you can come back later. So you don't need to do the whole lecture assignment at once. So read this over, and you'll see how to do this lecture assignment, and you'll see one of these each week. Once you've completed that, your grade will automatically go into your grades that you'll see up here. It will go on the the Brightspace grade sheet. So after you do the lecture assignment, I recommend printing out the lab handout. And again, I usually would put it in a 3-ring binder. You need to complete all the activities in there. Some of the activities will have links to videos, so you want to have a computer around when you're doing that. And also there's going to be some virtual labs in there. So here I'm going to click this virtual lab link open, and the virtual labs are listed in the lab handout, but the links are right here. They'll be on Brightspace. So there's a tutorial this week, a virtual lab tutorial. And some people, I just worry that some people just are a little bit more nervous about getting started. So I made a video to show you how to do that tutorial. Most people will not need this, but if you're getting nervous and you're like, I can't figure out how to do this, go watch my video and it'll walk you through it. And then finally, there's the lab handout will tell you to do virtual lab on applying the scientific method. And so each of these virtual labs will have some points associated with them that will get you through that, all the lab points, some of the lab points that you'll be earning this week. And again, just like the lecture assignment, completing the virtual labs will be enough to give you full credit. Okay, as long as you complete them by the due date, and the due date's listed there. The last thing you're going to do is some weeks we're going to also have a lab quiz. And what happens is once you've filled out your lab handout, how do I know you even filled out the lab handout or thought about the answers? Well, I put some of those questions right on the lab quiz. The lab quiz goes through Brightspace, not through McGraw-Hill. And on this particular one, there's 6 questions, and it says 4 are questions about the syllabus. So make sure you look over your syllabus, and then 2 are taken directly from this lab handout. So in other weeks, the lab quiz is directly from the lab handout. So there's answers to questions that are right on that handout already. You just want to make sure you did it. In this case, I just want to make sure you're also looking at the syllabus. These lab quizzes are open book. You're welcome to use your lab handout, and in this case, your syllabus. So all the points that you earn this week should show up in your grade sheet. The lab quizzes are timed, and you get more than enough time to do them. You have 30 minutes, and you've already filled out the handout, so all you have to do is find the questions, and in 30 minutes, that's pretty easy. Okay, that's what I have for the week. So please contact me. Remember, email is a great way to do it, or give me a call or stop by my office. But good luck this week. Let me know if you're having any trouble, and hope you're off to a great start. Take care.